When I was little, I used to go with my grandfather to the garden. There's this one thing that he told me: if you plant a potato, you won't harvest a banana. We cannot expect, as leaders, to reap or acquire a certain outcome without the right inputs.
Both my parents are public servants, and I didn't want to get into, work for the government. But my colleague challenged me. Don't you have the heart for the people? I told myself that I'll work 2 years and then I'll go back to private sector, but I'm still here.
Integrity, accountability, it was inbuilt in me as a daughter of a chief. That drives me to be independent and to see the need of others.
Bougainville actually had a very serious civil war. No education, no school, and we didn't have any medicine. And that's very much something that took me into science. I was at the School of Medicine and Health Sciences. I worked there in a lab, and I got a little bit stressed out when you're confronted with the lack of infrastructure. And sometimes I think rather than sit back and whinge about it, get into it and try to create change.
I value my integrity, and I'm portraying a good image that other people can see and learn something from. And we can, get that service delivery that the government is always talking about.
Coming into the public sector was a real challenge. Sometimes you don't need experience, but you need to be willing to put the effort to learn. There was this advertisement that came through from the leadership precinct. It's the ethical leadership course. If I could embody a lot of these values, it sort of cascades down to the people that you work with.
Diploma in government management actually opened my mind to see what the other department does. The very significant and the importance of that department being existent.
When I delegated work, the feedback was slow, and by making my responsibility to identify why, most of them didn't have the qualification. So I thought, well, maybe training is the way to go. And it has become part of the office priority.
From that graduation that we came, I organized a workshop for 1 week reviewing of the Parole Act legislation. So we want to compare how correctional services in Queensland run the parole probation system compared to Papua New Guinea.
But decision making is actually influenced by the value systems that you have. We've actually brought some of these values into the corporate plan. The major thing for me is really mentoring. Leadership is something that's actually acquired over time. Even the junior officers, you need to give them the opportunity to learn.
I'm trying to take criminal justice law because I'm not seeing myself as only a program coordinator, that I'm seeing myself opportunity to be the next chief parole officer. If I don't have that knowledge, how would I perform to serve that?
If you expose somebody to higher learning, it changes them. But there should be more emphasis on education, because that's the foundation for everything that we want to do. And I'm still here because I identified things that needs to be done, and so I guess my mission with the government is not complete yet.
I want to leave behind for Papua New Guinea an innovation system that's going to allow for the future of development in Papua New Guinea. Actually, one of the things that I'm currently working on is to develop a national innovation policy. That's what the Precinct has done.